UW computer science courses. Let's see. I kind of don't want to talk about that now because I've already talked about that in the previous. Um, let's see here. Oh, I kind of ran out of stuff to talk. Yeah, let's just continue talking about the computer science because I kind of don't remember. Um, I was supposed to talk about something else. All right, so like yeah, it's a three-course series, 121, 122, 123. 121, I looked at the course, and it's practically it's pretty much 142. It's just they don't have the arrayless and they don't have like polymorphs or inheritance. They just they end the course with a basic introduction to critters, which not critters, objects. Um, objects like there's nothing like there's nothing typical about fields or anything like constructors or anything like that. It's like basically like one of those YouTube tutorials. It's that's that's really simple. Let's see. The second course begins with arrayless and then ends the course with an exam, with a final exam on maps. And sets like let's see maps, SETS, um, SETS. Did I pronounce that correct? Yeah. Um. So, yeah. A map. You gotta learn about, the key and stuff like that. So, and like, stacks queues. Relatively simple. Just I don't recall the course had array list. Because I never took that course. I just read it on the internet that when they added this new course, that it's just like, well, obviously, you know, this is the second course in the series, and then the third course in the series ends with a linked list and binary trees. I'm like, wait a minute. So instead of taking 7 months, it takes 11 and a half to 12 months to learn it, which is like, well, it is incidentally easier pacing, which is basically a high school pace, which I actually think that's a great idea. Now you're thinking, well, when they remove the SAT requirements, you're gonna suddenly have students with amazing high school GPAs who, they worked really hard, but it's pretty obvious that if they took a real college entrance exam, like you might find that a lot of European universities or Asian universities still offer it, then you're gonna have a case where you know it's just like, well, I personally like this because there is some advantages to this, even though it is a little interesting to have to pay an extra $3,000 where you could have been learned in a lot less time. I spent extra $3,000 on another 5 credit course. Uh, there's no plans I've read on the read on the YouTube news. There's no plans to have an accelerated course, which just means they scrapped the idea of 143x. What that means is that, well, here's what they're doing. Or I don't know if UW's particularly doing this. I'm just saying that, um, most likely, um, let's see. The idea is that if you took AP Computer Science A or equivalent course and got like a 5 on the exam or something like that,